YouTube, what is going on? Rich here, and welcome back to another episode of Revisiting Legends here on FM Scouts. Now, this is part 2 of our little preview that we've done of Zinedine Zidane. So, if you've not watched part 1, make sure you do go and check it out. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. But as we last met, we were 10 seasons in with Zinedine Zidane, and we were having a look at some of his stats and his career and how he progresses through the game. Now, this is on the Legends database that was created by a very clever guy called David, and he has very kindly let us at FM Scout put his database on our website. So again, a link to that will be in the description. Make sure that you do go and check it out. And I saw a few comments in the last video, in part 1, where people were saying that some of the stats were unrealistic. And David did leave a few comments on there, and he was exactly right to say that, you know, if you put the stats too low, then they would end up, you know, getting loaned out to lower clubs. And again, that would be unrealistic as per like Zinedine Zidane and any other legends in this database's career. So they're one of the things that do need to be understood. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the second half of Zinedine Zidane's career. We're going to look at, you know, the next 10 years, maybe right up until he retires. I don't know if he'll do another 10 years or whether it'll be 11 or 12. It depends on how fit he is. I mean, his natural fitness is 17, so I'd imagine he would go on to be about, I don't know, maybe 37, 38 years old before he decides to retire. So what we'll do is we will skip on another 5 seasons. So when we last met, like I said, 10 years in, and already he's made 344 career appearances in the league, scoring 96 goals and having 101 assists, and he's been player of the match 41 times. So phenomenal career to date so far. We'll advance forward 5 years, see how he's getting on, see if he moves on from Real Madrid as well, which is always quite possible in this game. And we'll have a look at what happens. Then we'll skip on another few years to the end of his career, and we'll have a look at what honours he has won throughout that. No doubt it'll be a glittering career because he's with Real Madrid. So I will catch you guys in a bit. Okay guys, we're back. We've advanced another 5 years, so we're now at the 31st of May 2030. So let's have a look at Zinedine Zidane and see what's going on with his career. So he's still at Real Madrid, and he's got another contract. He's up until 2032. He's going to be there for at least another 2 years. But the key stats that he's got for an advanced playmaker was his first touch. So his first touch, passing and his technique are all absolutely maxed out now, as are his composure and his vision and his flair. His decisions just one off that maximum point. So you could say now, I mean, even at the age of 32, he's at the absolute peak of his career today. He's got 116 caps for France, scoring 15 goals now. So let's have a look at his career stats. So we last left it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we last left it here. And since then, he's pretty much an ever-present in the Real Madrid side. 38 games, 16 goals. 38 games, 15 goals. 38 games, 11 goals. Misses a game in each of these 2 seasons. 37 games and 13 goals. He's very, very consistent. He's not quite at the level where he's getting an average rating of near 8, but he is very, very close on every occasion. Let's just have a look at if he's had no injuries in 15 years of football. He's just had a virus, so very, very, you know, naturally fit player. And you guys can have a lot of fun with Zinedine Zidane in your team if you do decide to use this database. So he's looking really, really good. Like I say, stats maxed out. Legendary midfielder. Let's have a look, see if he's got any future plans. Wants to win a trophy and is excited by the team's chances in the Champions Cup. Not sure he'll stay in the game once his playing days are over, so it doesn't look as though he wants to move into management. But you know, he's got no plans to retire at the moment, which rightly so. He's still only 32 years old at the minute, and yeah, he's looking really, really good. So I think what we'll do, we'll advance another 5 years, which will take him to 20 years in the game, and he'll be 37 years old at that point. So let's advance another 5 years and see what's happening with him. Right, so we're now at the 31st of May 2035. We're 20 years into the future. And Zinedine Zidane, how is he getting on, if I can type properly? Zinedine Zidane still looks like he's at Real Madrid. 37 years old now. 167 caps for his country with 25 goals. Just valued at 3.2 million now. And it looks as though he's got another contract for a year. Again, his stats are now absolutely maxed out in all those areas that we looked at. So 20 first touch, 20 positioning, 20 technique, 20 composure, 20 decisions, 20 flair, 20 vision as well. So absolutely stunning player, which we've already gone over that. What else can we look at, guys? Let's have a look at his future plans before we look at his career stats. He's still got no plans for the future, so he's carrying on playing even at the age of 37. I think he's probably going to have 1 or 2 more years in him, so we'll go on year by year at this stage. But let's have a look at his career stats to date. So we've got from here. So again, he's playing every single game in the season. All 38 league games, 10 goals, 17, 8 and 14. Still very, very high. He even got an 8.3 average rating at 34 years old in this season, the 2031-32 season. He's missed 3 games in his current season, but he's still managed to get 12 goals and 8 assists and almost an 8 average rating. His injuries, he's had a few, well, you can't really call these injuries. Food poisoning, a cold and the flu. So old age seems to be catching up with Zinedine Zidane. So let's move on 1 more year, which will take him to age 38. See if he's got any plans to retire. And if he does, we can then look at the glittering career that he will have no doubt had. Okay, so a year on, it's now 2036. Again, Zidane's stats, they haven't changed. He's still an absolute quality player. 38 years old now. He's not got any more caps for the French national team. He already looks as though he's making a few less appearances for the side as well. Let's have a look at his information, and he does plan to retire on the 30th of June 2036, which is in about a month's time. He's going to be retiring from the game at age 38. Let's have a look at, because he's at Real Madrid, has he got any more games left to play? Real Madrid are now they've played all their games for the season. They've even won in the Spanish Cup final as well, and they've won Liga BBVA by the look of it in this season. So let's take a look. Let's just go back to Zinedine Zidane, and let's have a look at his history. So in that extra season, he's only played 32 games this season, which is still brilliant at that level for a 38-year-old. No more further injuries. He's just not getting in the team. He's valued at £3 million now. But overall, his league record, his career has finished 751 appearances, 234 goals, 210 assists, 56 player of the matches, and an average league career rating of 7.88. Now, that is absolutely unbelievable. Let's have a look at his achievements in the game. And we'll go on competitions. We'll go right back to this. Look at this list. These medals that he must have, unbelievable. So, at the start of his career, he won the Under-19 Champions Cup in 2016. He's won the Spanish Super Cup in 2016. League winners of the BBVA in 2017. Runners-up, which doesn't count. Winners again of Liga BBVA in 2018. Spanish Cup winner 2018. Champions Cup runner-up. He's won the BBVA again in 2020. The Spanish Cup in 2020. The Spanish Super Cup in 2020. 2021 they've won it as well. They've won the Champions League. His first Champions League in season 2021. He's won the Super Cup. The Spanish Super Cup again. The World Club Championship in 2021. The list goes on, guys. He's got lots of BBVA titles. He was runner-up in the World Cup with France in 2022. Won the BBVA again. Spanish Cup runner-up in the Champions League again. He's only got one Champions League win to his name to date. But they've won the Champions League here. 3rd place in the Club World Cup. I want to see if he wins a World Cup with France. He was runner-up again. 2026 with France. Super Cup winner. I don't know if that's the first time that we've seen that one. He's won the Champions League again, the BBVA. What a career. What an absolutely unbelievable career. He's played in the Olympic Games. He's played in the Olympic Games for France under 23s. He must have been quite old at that point. European Super Cup. Champions League winner once again. 4th placed at the World Cup. Again, winners of the BBVA 2032. I really want him to win a World Cup just for the career that he's had. He's not got one. The only thing that he hasn't won by the look of it is the World Cup with France. But apart from that, he's got an absolutely unbelievable amount of medals. Winners' medals in the BBVA, the Spanish Cup. He's got a few Champions League medals as well as runners-up medals as well. But what a career. What an absolutely unbelievable career. And 21 seasons he's lasted in the game. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this series in the comments. Let me know of some other legends that you would like me to do this sort of career tracker with. Absolutely anyone. They're all in the database, guys. So make sure that you do drop me some suggestions. I think the next video is going to be on Saturday. And we were going to look at Ruud Gullit, but I think I'm going to change it. And we're going to have a look at Diego Maradona, because he starts with Napoli. And there's quite a high chance that because of... I don't think he'd stay there. I'd like to see him move on to some other clubs, which Zinedine Zidane, it looks like, they were never going to do that. If you play for a top club and you're a top player, it doesn't look as though, there's a high chance of you moving on. So we're going to look at someone like Diego Maradona in the next video, which will be out this Saturday at 10 AM. But guys, if you've enjoyed this video, do leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the FM Scout YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Also, go and check out my YouTube channel, which is RichOnTwitch_TV. Link to that will be in the description. Go and sub to me as well over there. But until the next video, guys, hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all next time.